Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Underway in Buffalo. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Chiefs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7. Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Come this way, here we go. Hey, Mike's 50.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Gore. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This is Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
from the 44, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good for a
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Bills nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
At the 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game's at 7. Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Gain of 4. It's now.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Chiefs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's First kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the other.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is McCaffrey. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They go counter with Breida, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Going with Moss on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
The 49-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Frank Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Moss. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 39-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you drafted.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Helaire on the carry for Kansas City. Taron Johnson brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
stop.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering to the field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bills 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Bills 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. One last shot for Trubisky. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that really made the stake.